Yo, I hope this is working. Let me see what's going on. I'm gonna play some music in the background here, and okay, cool. Gonna just check in and see if I can read comments if there are any. Otherwise, I'm gonna be talking to myself like I'm crazy, which is, yeah, probably happens most of the time anyway. Cool. So, the other day a friend of mine was talking about this film from Akira Kurosawa, and we ended up watching a trailer. It was for like some kind of Van Gogh homage film. I have no idea. Anyway, the trailer was quite cool, and there was this piece of music in it. Cool. Let me switch over and see if I can get that up and running. Which I was really feeling. The other day, a friend of mine was talking about this film from Akira Kurosawa, and we ended up watching a trailer. It was for like some kind of. I hope the audio is running. Homage film. I have no idea. Anyway, so good. The trailer totally was inspiring. Cool, and there was this piece of music in it. And switch over. So yeah, there was this music, and I was like, I knew it, but I couldn't, I couldn't remember what it was, so I had to look around, and I found it. It was this Chopin prelude. Yeah, like Opus 28, whatever. And it's got this B section, anyway, which just sounds insane. It's so dope. It's got this really, really cool kind of, I don't know, just beautiful harmony, really, and this pedal thing at the top that I was really impressed with. So I found like a score online, and I was trying to check it out. But I'm so slow and lazy when it comes to. It's got this B section. When it comes to like I don't know, transposing things and writing them out and blah blah blah. So I just downloaded the MIDI because I'm sketchy like that. So I got the MIDI in Ableton, which is helpful, and I'm running that out into my mini log. Yeah. So let's see. Cool. I think I'm just gonna work without comments because then I'll be distracted. So let's kill Safari here and get back to Ableton. We're gonna make some music. Cool. Yeah, as I said, I got the MIDI for this. Which is, running it to the mini log. Anyway, here's that B section. So good, this music, it's ridiculous. Anyway, so I just threw a reverb on that because every synth sounds better. Wow, it's not a fact, but you know, based on my experience, all synths sounds better. All synths sound better with reverb. And in Ableton, you've got this really cool selection. Where are we? Of the convolution reverb from Max MSP. It's really, really dope. Like this is Bricasti M7. You know, I mean the real one. I don't know what that costs, but like it's, you know, it's silly. And also, so those plates are really, really nice. If you can see what I'm doing here, and also these EMT plates and so on are really, 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 really good. And there's some other stuff, some stuff I really like, some springs. I don't know where they are now. And there's like a blog post somewhere online where you can check out like what all these models are. If you think about convolution reverb as a model of a space, or maybe of like a digital reverb device or whatever, or a mechanical one, like I don't know, like an old plate or whatever, then it's really, really dope. Yeah, anyway, so these sound good. I should probably put one on the voice and then be singing. Cool. So I wanted to like mess around with this, yeah, with some of this material from the Chopin because I thought it'd be a cool point of departure. I'm not planning to make a finished piece of music here. I'm just gonna mess around like I usually do. And I make music all the time, kind of like almost every single day, but I delete everything because it's all practice. You know, I mean, I go to the studio and I practice drums for 2 or 3 hours. I don't record that, you know. If I have a good idea or something grabs me, then I might record it on my phone or with my studio rig and save it for later and then maybe work on it. But, you know, I think the thing about this kind of creative work is that it's good to just be, to put it this way, it's good to just be producing content. Yeah, and kind of exploring new directions all the time. I'm always trying to like push for a new sound and do new things. That's probably why I don't have a lot of releases out, because I just delete everything. But anyway, yeah, cool. So let's see. I merged these two. The MIDI came with like the left and the right hand parts, so basically like the chords now. Really an interaction of like what's happening in the right. Let's see. Either we'll take this really simple part here. It's really wild. It's cool, man. I've got this MIDI and it's got like all the velocity already, which you can see over here. Velocity is so important. What they don't have is micro timing, like you can just see like all these note events if you think about them that way, like they're just happening. That's insane. No one plays like that. No human can play like in time the way that MIDI does. And there are people who write about this stuff, and you can probably find some lectures on YouTube about like the psychoacoustic effects of things happening precisely in time, or like in a more human way, and how you perceive harmony differently. So I've got a plugin for that I use all the time. Check it out. Do we want to just loop this? Man, it's so good, right? Let it sustain. Let's just say it's an stuff. So there's a pedal up here, right, or whatever you call it. It's, you know, it's just playing that function. I'll probably make rather like a drone or something to do that, so they can reach out. Maybe I'm gonna play something with my. I've got to really. Let me try to show you if this camera's working. What's on that? Here's my bass. I love my bass. I bought this thing in like December. I think it was December last year. Because wanted to like learn a new instrument, and yeah, I don't know, all my friends can play bass, and it's in my family and stuff like that as well, so it's kind of like playing drums. Such a logical step, for me at least, because it's so rhythmic and it determines so much of what happens in the music. I really wanted to improve my understanding of like how to make bass lines work, and how to kind of just have like a more diverse approach. What's been really cool the last kind of few weeks is that I can pick it up, try find ideas, and then what I end up doing is actually I just write them out as MIDI and choose a sound that I prefer, that's more clean and consistent. Because obviously I'm playing bass bad, but also like I don't necessarily want to have that reference of like, you know, cool, I'm making some funky 70s, I don't know, bassline samples, and I'm making funk and disco edits or whatever. Like, I love that, that's cool music and stuff, but you got to pick and choose where you sort of I don't know how to put it, where you sort of deploy different sound aesthetics, because every sound has connotations, you know. I'm not going to say consciously or subconsciously, but every sound that you choose brings with it like a lot of history and a lot of material. Like the synth that's playing at the moment, this mini log, and it's in mono, right? Sometimes it's really annoying. Just the sound of this filter kind of is characteristic. So old school, you know. Sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing. Maybe a good idea to make this thing sound more modern is to just distort the shit out of it. Anyway, so let's make that drone, right? What are we gonna use? I don't know. Maybe we'll use some kind of string thing. And what is it playing actually? It's like A flat 5. Let's just, I don't know. We're just going to turn that to audio because it's more productive. My friend Alex, who I work with a lot, Weber, he is really, really, really good at this, really smart about kind of getting to that audio stage as early as possible, or maybe as often as possible. Because with audio, it's like hands-on. It's the same way as like mixing with an actual console or with some kind of faders in front of you, and not clicking buttons. Working with audio is like that because you can stretch it. I mean, literally, you can do this live 10.1 whatever stretch thing, and so much more. So let's just think about this sound by itself. I wish there was solo safe on the microphone like in Pro Tools. That would be cool. I need to share some comments about that. Okay, cool. So we got this. Another octave down. For you Ableton users, you know, you can shift up and down to change octaves. They should make another hotkey to do it in fourths and fifths. And anyway, that kind of feels like it suits the vibe. Gotta make sure I'm not distorting the output. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, it's okay, I don't know. Yeah, and this. Okay, we gotta get a start point that's somewhere better. Oh yeah, this would be interesting. That's okay, I don't know, let's see. Just put some sustain back in. I'm just using pretty much all the default plugins because I'm the laziest person you ever met. But I'm gonna be using these nice reverbs. Okay, also we gotta decide on a tempo here. I mean 75, should I just take it to half that and then... Yeah, cool. Okay, cool. Maybe we need to get like a beat going of some kind to get like a bit of a time feel here. I got a problem with always doing the beats at the end, like I'm an idiot. So anyway, here's a bunch of samples that I made a while ago of yeah, I don't know, percussion and drums and stuff that I have in the studio. Got a really nice little recording rig there, so maybe we'll get some claps or something. These are all gonna be in halftime now. Yeah, it can work. You'll see that it's on a that the loop points are, what is that? It's like 1.5 bars, whatever you want to call that. A dotted whole note or something, and that means that it never really repeats in the same place. I mean, obviously it does, but wow, there's already a lot of plugins in here. What a joke! It's terrible. The real amateur. Okay, maybe like a clave tapper. That's kind of cool, that halftime. Get it back in phase. That was out of phase. I actually like that. It wasn't originally played that way. I think the first time I did it, I just did the standard upbeat thing. But that's kind of cool. I mean, do we have music here? This is kind of working, right? Man, that string is gonna make me sick. Just gonna do really bad EQ and make it mellow. But yeah, it's working. Do we need this other voice back? No, we don't. Okay. Since I got some hi-hats here, maybe we get some shakers. Like, whoa. I love shakers. I got like a huge problem with warping them, so they just never work. I mean, pretty much never work. So I need to spend more time making more what am I gonna call this? My own like sample packs and stuff, so that I have shakers that are in time and I don't have to stretch them for the tempo, because as much as the warping thing is effective here, it's like you lose a lot of vibe. Or you lose a lot of subtlety in the micro timing and all that shit, if you know what I'm talking about. Okay, but that's kind of cool. Sounds like it's playing the downbeats. Here's this, if you can see at the end of this chain, let me just double check, is this still working? Yeah, it looks like it's working. Man, I hope this thing is working. At the end of this effects chain here, I've got this auto pan hack that someone told me that I've been telling all my friends about, and so I don't know where this started, but anyway, maybe I'll just share this quickly. Where are we? Auto pan, here. So basically, auto pan is just a volume amplitude situation happening in stereo. When you change the phase, then it's in mono, obviously, and so it becomes just a volume envelope, I guess you could put it that way. When it's measured in hertz or milliseconds or whatever, like other than standard resolution, then it's doing that thing, but you can also enable to set it to time, you know, like real note values. So and you switch that to like a sawtooth or whatever. You invert the phase again, change the shape. Okay. And then you got a situation. Yeah, you get it. So I have to set this at 8th notes because I'm working at 60 BPM for some reason. I mean, yeah, I guess it's good to do something new because then you get happy accidents. Happy accidents are key. Let's turn up that string. I like that better. At least it's more, got more like movement in it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna do something that I used to do a lot, like long ago. It's not really my thing anymore necessarily. It's gonna create like one of these, what do you call it? One of these octave double reverb chain things that just sounds really nice, you know, to like sweeten the deal, basically. So we'll start with it in this way. Okay, we might need to do some things to that to bring out the character. Try not to muddy up the mix, so it's important to EQ your reverbs at some point. I mean, don't trust me, I don't know what I'm talking about, but you know, EQ your reverbs. Also, you can compress them. That's kind of cool, actually. I like to use some distortion, but maybe not today. For a change. Okay, I think I'm gonna record that mini log now because let me make a pause here. Make some hotkeys. You gotta have hotkeys, and I really don't like any countings on my recordings at the moment. So let's get it. Yeah, as you can see, it's mono. I'll do some things to make that sound more interesting. Cool. So then we can deactivate these other MIDI channels here and that and blah blah blah. And this can, let's just say like this is gonna be the low pass version. I don't know, the first take, whatever. I'm gonna put that in solo. Oh man, it's got that hideous thing. I don't want to explain what that's all about. I got like a hum on this USB port thing. Cool. You can still hear it. Yeah, not bad. Let's try it. Whew. Mad. Cool. What am I thinking? What's gonna make this more interesting? A bit of width would be good. Yeah, that's better. I really hope the stream is working in stereo so that you can hear that. It's like wider now. Don't actually need much reverb. I don't know. Did we put a chorus already? Could be interesting. Don't need it. I'm not really feeling it. That's okay. We double it. Do a higher octave. Okay, it's time to get some kicks or something. I'm just gonna use this thing that I always use. Where'd I put it though? Damn. Got a default one that I made. See, am I clipping the outputs? No, it's all cool. So we want to get the pitch right, yeah. It's like A flat type of buzz. Okay, I've already got stuff in my head, so we'll just go for it. This might actually be more of a bass line. It's gonna go boom. It's gonna go boom. I mean, I can sing it to you because I always have like the groove in my head before I. You know, it's a funny thing when you're thinking about music and when you've got the ideas in your head, you have to wait for your hands and the computer to be able to do the thing which you already hear in your head. It's like such. It's not a waste of time, but you got to learn to be patient. It's gonna go boom, 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 boom. That would be good, right? Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, we'll start with that. Yeah, and then more of that. What do you call it? Like tumbao, that dotted eighth note thing that's going to the upbeat. I don't know. That's actually kind of cool if we just repeat that phrase. And maybe if we that could work, but I think this is definitely going to end up being more of like a bass line somewhere. So if we want to do a bass line, see, I just never do the beats. I always end up doing everything else for some reason. It's probably because everything else is more interesting to me than the beats, because I just do beats all the time anyway when I'm playing drums. Let's see. Okay, cool. I've been using this a lot. Bad habit of just always using the same things. This thing sounds really good at lower pitches, or it's a good place to start. Gotta get the... we obviously gotta get it musically in the right place. Yeah, I can work with this, right? Let's drop another octave and see if that's gonna work. We might also want to run this thing through a mini log to get like a different vibe. Okay, and this thing needs to have some groove. For my Ableton friends out there, you know you get to the groove pool just by using the hot swap, and then you've obviously got all these libraries to pick from. I always use these for some reason. I should probably be really cool and be using the MPC ones. It'll happen. What was I doing? I got distracted. What the hell is this vibe? yeah, I got these. I saved default presets of all these. I don't know if that's actually necessary, but some of the plugins you can enable them to work if it's oversampling or just in a high quality. So obviously that's an option. Let's just check this bass out. Some kind of tone. Okay, let's do that thing. We're gonna do this thing, right? Just that one and that one. Cool. So if we were gonna follow the movement, actually, then we're gonna have a look, see if this is what we want to do, or not so much. Yeah, I don't know if it needs to be following it like so closely, but maybe that's where we can write the variation and make it really cool. So let's see. Let's stay in the joint here. That's really cool the way these parts are written, man. Boy. F sharp, okay, cool. Yeah. E. Right. Okay, when it goes to that high C sharp, then I rather think I'm gonna stay at the low one. I don't know how low things can go here. Man, I'm working slowly, like this is terrible. Okay, let's try put that in a low octave. And that as well. I don't know. I'm going to turn off the music because it's getting a bit annoying now. Maybe we'll just check out the we're gonna make this thing. But the drive is actually kind of cool. 4 thing all the time again. Can't escape it sometimes. Okay, so, or maybe, I don't know. Okay, maybe this one, we'll see. This is like a guitar sample pack thing that sounds really good when it's distorted. Cool, I'm gonna try to find some things. Never gonna do the fact against the clock like this. Let's do something bad. Whole situation here. That's a whole lot. Actually, I just wanted this section pretty much. Okay, cool. Yo, yeah. And this section right here, cool. Kind of just make like a little MIDI merge of this material. Did I do that again? What a clown. Sorry. Okay, cool. We just catch that. It's like material in here. Yeah, cool. Let's run this through some kind of ARP thing and see if that's gonna make things better. Maybe make things worse. That'd be cool too. Yeah, I would be playing my kalimba, but like it's not really fitting today. Whoa. Okay, let's rock an ARP. Maybe we'll rock the better one. Just run thing in solo. Wow, that chorus model's got that fire. That one's a bit cleaner, maybe better. This is cool for like a section if you automate that, you know, and then you... Wow, I like this actually. Okay, high pass filter, keep things clean. Maybe we'll put an LFO on that. It's got such good low end. I always forget how good this. This is also one of those Max for Live, you know, like basically free, yeah, plugins. It sounds pretty good actually. Maybe we'll put that through that other verb thing that I made a while ago. It's not even crazy yet. Somehow I feel like some of the mud in that reverb is actually like a good thing. Track is starting to do things now. It's working, right? Okay. Usually I kind of work a bit faster, but I'm sort of doing some things today that have been different. I like that delay, right? Yeah, that's making a difference. It's good. Okay, but not everything can just be so washed out all the time. It's way too loud. Okay, let's take a break. Cool. So some more of this. We're gonna have to set that at 8 because for some reason I'm working at half time today. I think that's how we started. Oh yeah, because of the harmony. I'm gonna make a little detour quickly because obviously what we're making now, it sounds like conventional music, and I love like club music and stuff, but maybe we'll just make it sound complete. We'll just make it sound completely messed up, and then we'll get some fresh ideas, and we'll come back to it and make something that is easier to understand. So that's what it sounds like when you go somewhere else. Sometimes it's good to go there. Cool, we're here again. I got 10 minutes left on the stream here. That's funny. Cool, I actually like where this is going. I mean, it's pretty cool. I'm probably gonna delete it anyway, but process. Cool. So I've got some break beats that I recorded a while ago, like on my kit, on my drums, because it's my primary instrument. So let's just see if any of these are any good. Then we will pick one and I'll throw it in a sampler and I'll do this generative, like, I don't know, tracker hack breakbeat thing that I've been doing recently. It's quite fun. Cool, so I need to hoy that in there and get that up to speed. Just quantize like crazy, I don't know why. Either because I can't play in time properly, or because I need it to blend in, like in a particular way. Sometimes I do like a half, like a 50% quantize. Sometimes I just do everything by hand. I mean, if I'm working on a professional project, like, then I spend a lot of time on the details. Anyway, you get me. So let's see. Let's just look at this break. Not bad, it's kind of cool. Let's just see these others. Okay, it's half time now for some reason. Yeah. No. Man. Yeah, okay, I know what you're trying to say. See, I was actually thinking with that ARP, then you could have this type of like, that groove, and that would be kind of cool. Let's just see what the other options are. So busy, it's too much information, man. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to play with so much open hat. Okay, I kind of like that, so let's just see what that's gonna do. That's kind of cool. Gonna do this other thing again. Which is, yeah, so if you have a push, then it's got that really nice, really fast, like, slicing algorithm thing. And, yeah, it's pretty cool. So, let's see, what do we need to do here? Need to make a pattern of 16th notes. Okay, make that as a loop, run that the whole... Okay, you hear what's going on, right? Yeah, so then you need to throw in a couple of MIDI plugins to create some variety in the situation. What's that doing? Ah, it's all wrong. Now we zoom in on this action over here. Okay, cool, it's doing that. We need things to happen faster. Ah, yeah, that's how I usually do it. I forgot, sorry. I just have one note event. It's just a bang. If you think about it in like a programming way, you're just like, you know, telling the machine to start doing the thing that it's going to do and going to keep doing. Okay, now we're kind of getting somewhere. That sounds kind of dope. I heard that Mike Dean is a fan of the saturation in Ableton. That's really cool, man. That makes me feel more confident about using these basic plugins here. Yeah, I guess the breakbeat thing's not for everyone, but I dig this vibe. Working on. I don't know. You never really know. Let's bring that up, that big one. Yeah, we just leave it there. It's cool. I really like that. So the thing is, right, like it's cool. Yeah, I really like a low pass filter on everything, but I was thinking about it yesterday, like how am I gonna make tracks with really nice filters when everyone just listens to music on their phones? You know what I mean? I mean, I even do it sometimes, like if I'm with my friends, and we're cruising, and then I'm like, yeah, I just want to hear this song again, and I play it on my phone, and obviously it sounds like shit. So then how am I gonna be using filters? I need to get really smart. Someone needs to teach me. Okay, let's keep going. Wow, cool, not bad, I like it. Let's see, I'm gonna go back to how we started this whole session. Wow, that was really not bad, cool. We gotta get that mini log running again, right? Where is it? It's here somewhere. Yeah, thanks so much for everyone who decided to spend their time listening to this. I really appreciate it. And huge shouts to Levi and Mike and the whole crew at Ambius Records. I really respect what you guys are doing. And yeah, I think you guys are really going far. So thanks a lot.